Hi, welcome back to Wolf Millionaire's YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about the 10 steps required to launch a product on Instagram. Do you want to create a company using Instagram or launch products or services but don't know where to begin? Well, neither did John of Boosted Shades, whose first company was established and launched exclusively on Instagram in 2014. John recently hit a major milestone, netting his first $1 million in sales after deciding to launch his sunglass company less than 2 years ago. This is nothing short of incredible, given how many other products were also launched before and after his brand on Instagram, most of which have failed and are no longer around. Not all companies can accomplish what John has done, leveraging Instagram to launch his company and product. I've witnessed dozens of successful businesses start and flourish on Instagram, and even more so, fail. The secret to his success lies within the quality and price point of his sunglasses, coupled with the strategic execution of how he leveraged Instagram's organic and currently free engagement on targeted niche accounts to generate sales and awareness of his brand when launched. Do you want to learn everything you need to know to start a company and launch a product or service on Instagram? Go to wolfmillionaire.com, sign up, and I'll send you a free 20-page Instagram guide to get you on your way. John learned the basics of Instagram through trial and error. He spent thousands of dollars before connecting with me in order to put his marketing dollars to better work, using my strategic framework and allowing full leverage of the power of Instagram. This is what John said. I have worked with Anthony on Instagram for over 2 years now. You simply cannot find a more genuine, skilled person to spearhead your company's digital marketing campaign than Anthony, especially when it comes to Instagram. His extensive knowledge of the social media world always keeps him ahead of the curve, which has translated into increased sales month over month since I launched. Anthony understands the importance of consistently testing and readjusting ad tactics in order to maximize the effectiveness of my Instagram advertising budget to generate a solid ROI month after month. Boosted Shades' popularity started to explode on Instagram when he started providing automotive influencers and photographers in various niches with his sunglasses. His goal was to curate creative photos of his sunglasses at various car events or around the world from tuners and exotic car lovers. This simple tactic allowed him to introduce his brand globally to a highly targeted niche audience and scale up sales to a global audience even faster and more cost-effectively than traditional digital marketing tactics on any other social media platform. During our initial research and discovery period, we identified several popular Instagram influencers. Let me just bring up his page here. With varying followings from 10,000 to 1 million plus followers, and contacted them directly to see if they were interested in working with us. Those who were eager were immediately sent several samples of his sunglasses that they were interested in personally owning and wearing. In exchange, we asked these influencers to simply post a picture of them enjoying their sunglasses as creatively as they wished in an automotive setting. They were also asked to create a couple targeted hashtags and call to action directing their followers to Boosted Shades' Instagram account in their caption. There was no hard sell in the caption, just a simple caption highlighting the influencer's enjoyment of John's fun new automotive Boosted Shades themed sunglass line. After he had several dozen amazing photos creatively produced by these influencers, we then paid some larger automotive and lifestyle Instagram accounts to promote these photos of his sunglasses, closely tracking the number of sales that resulted from each Instagram account in order to evaluate the best pages producing sales. Most of these curated photos achieved more than 80% of the paid account's average engagement of likes on every post, meaning they overperformed pretty much any other ad out there, leveraging the incredible organic reach that Instagram provides for free. This strategy quickly proved itself worthy as word spread and his orders began to double and triple over his first summer of sales. John attributes 100% of his revenues from strategically tapping and launching his Boosted Shade Instagram with the help of creative photographers and influencer accounts on Instagram. So powerful. So the first thing that we need to do, for the 10 steps or the 10 steps to launch our product on Instagram, the first one being understanding your demographic. Okay, this is the starting point and is absolutely essential if you want to fast track the success of selling anything on social networks, especially Instagram, one that's very visually appealing. Assuming you have found an opportunity to sell a product or service, make sure you have done enough homework with your targeted customer demographic to really understand them, and make sure that there's a need or interest for what you have to sell. It's possible that you have a brand new product or service never offered before, or you could plan on being someone's competitor in an already established marketplace. It all depends on your interest, your passions, and the homework that you've done to curate a product or service. Number 2, start growing your Instagram account. Before you even start to reach out to another account or influencer to promote your product or service, you should have a professional looking Instagram account with no less than 12 high quality photos that either explain or showcase your product or service. Remember my last post or last video about establishing your brand on Instagram? That's one of those things where you really need to have a clean Instagram account with a proper image or brand established when you launch any type of product or service, especially if you're going to reach out to other accounts or influencers, because they're going to take a look at your product or service, and in a matter of seconds they're going to either say, yes, I'd like to work with you, or no, I would not like to work with you, I'm not interested. And a lot of the times it really just comes down to how you present your page, your product, your service to the outside world on Instagram. So image is very important. So it's also essential that you have a simple website up and running that you can list in your Instagram URL, especially if we're selling something. We have to have a checkout place or a website with more information to convince our followers for whatever product or service we're selling, as well as the ability for them to buy from you. So it's very important to have a URL in your Instagram account that points to your e-commerce page or your website that has the e-commerce component built in. Make sure that you download my free 20-page Instagram guide at wolfmillionaire.com. It will help you getting your Instagram account created and looking professionally so you can start attracting followers, i.e. customers, immediately. Number 3, identify Instagram influencers. After researching your demographic, your niche, and traits of who your ideal audience and customers are that you intend to sell your product or service to, research and make a list of all the most relevant and popular Instagram accounts and influencers who you feel have demographic followers similar to the audience of interest and whose account aligns with your brand or image. So really all this really means is that you really just need to go out and find influencers or accounts that fit with the people that you're going to expect to buy your product or service to, or who you're selling to. And you can do that by aligning yourself. If you're an automotive brand, go find some automotive influencers or accounts. If you're a sports brand, it's a no-brainer. You've got to go find people who are athletes or bodybuilders or sports pages in order to establish a relationship to sell your product or service on their accounts. 4, crunch the numbers. This is very important. Once you've made your list, the next most important aspect is to find out which Instagram accounts or influencers are the best to advertise on. Create a spreadsheet with all the accounts you're interested in targeting, and for each, find and record the following information: the total followers, the average number of likes per photo that they get, their daily follower growth, and then look at which top accounts stand out engagement and growth-wise in order to get the healthiest accounts to stretch your marketing budget. And again, you're going to look at websites like Social Blade to check out the daily follower growth. You're going to use Iconosquare to check out total followers and the average number of likes per photo. It makes it very easy. All this information you can find if you sign up to my advanced course, where I will teach you everything step by step. Number 5, influencer mining. Choose specific Instagram accounts and influencers that align with your brand and demographic, and reach out to these people now via direct message, Kik, or email. This is going to take the most time, but if done right, will deliver unprecedented sales the day you launch. Be patient and be personal, and more importantly, be professional and to the point, and explain who you are, what you're selling, and ask them if they'd be willing to represent your brand, service, or product in a creative photo or video on their Instagram account. Most influencers, big and small, love to get free products in exchange for curating a photo or two. Some accounts might charge a small fee, so don't get discouraged if people are charging you money to create these posts. It's worth it in the long run to generate as much organic content as you can from others where it makes sense financially. especially with influencers. It's also very helpful to offer these larger Instagram accounts and influencers a unique discount code that their followers can use, where they would, promote your ad, whether it's a product or service, and in the caption, they would have a discount code that when they click through to your website to purchase, they would enter that code to get a discount, and then you would be able to track back exactly which influencer or account that code came from and track the amount of sales. Users are more likely to purchase something if they feel they have been given or provided with a discount unique to them from an account they love and follow. You can also use this information to see which pages have generated the most amount of sales. Mobile optimized web checkout. This is number 6 and is absolutely essential. I should have actually put this all the way up at the top, but it didn't really flow in terms of the steps. So this is absolutely important. Since you'll be marketing your products or services on Instagram, where your entire audience will be reached via their mobile device, you need to make sure your website, e-commerce store, and checkout pages are all optimized and easy to use on a mobile device. There's nothing that turns customers off than a checkout page that doesn't resize to mobile and isn't easy to use, let alone easy to buy from. Most e-commerce services like WooCommerce, Shopify, Big Cartel, they're all mobile optimized with automatic resize websites suited for tablets and mobile devices. There is no need for you to actually design a website from scratch that will, be mobile optimized. Use one of these services that match your needs and just customize your site to include your logo, layout, and products or services that you're selling. If you'd like to view another great example of a clean, simple design, mobile optimized e-commerce store, of which was launched entirely on Instagram, check out my MadWhips e-commerce store at shop.madwhips.com, where I've generated over $250,000 in sales since launching my carbon fiber phone cases in November 2014 myself. Number 7, request customer feedback. Very, very important, especially as soon as you start generating sales after your product launches. Reach out to some of your customers with a short personal email and ask them about their experience purchasing your product or service. Ask them what they liked, didn't like, and what you might improve on to ensure the next customer has a truly amazing experience purchasing your product. This is absolutely crucial if you want to build a sustainable, long-term business with multiple products or offerings. Keep your first customers happy, and they will be much more interested to purchase again from you, not to mention be your brand promoters. A little bit of love goes a long way, especially online with consumers. Number 8, customer testimonials. Nothing introduces the element of trust for any product or service being sold online like a testimonial does. No matter what age or demographic you are trying to reach, today's consumers prefer to purchase products online if they can see others using the product, and even better, read about their experiences surrounding a product or service. Encourage your early customers to provide feedback and testimonials and produce surveys and ask them if you can publish their experience online via web, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and use it to promote the positive experience that your customers are having dealing with you or your products. Nothing brings in the sales like positive after positive customer testimonials. Be proud to show off your glowing reviews and your army of customers who praise you and your products or services. Number 9, build up your launch date with a pre-sale. Offering your product or service to consumers without it being available can actually be a double-edged sword. I've witnessed this firsthand and have seen some unfortunate situations where shipping delays have wreaked havoc on companies offering pre-sales to drive anticipation and early sales before having the physical product to ship to your customers. It's okay to offer pre-sales if your product has already been manufactured and it's in tracking or in transit and you have a tracking number, but you might want to think twice about offering pre-sales if you haven't yet manufactured the product or found someone to manufacture it for you, especially if it's coming from another country. One small delay in materials, production, world disasters, and your anticipated 3 to 4 week pre-sale campaign will end in a nightmare of 3 to 4 months of a pre-sale, and that's going to result in a lot of unhappy people, chargebacks, tarnished brand image, and ultimately a failed launch. I've seen so many companies fail because they thought they could go and start making money selling these products pre-sale without even having a plan or a manufacturing pipeline to get this stuff built. So make sure you have that stuff under wraps before you do a pre-sale. Number 10 and this goes with anything that you do in life. This is one of my mottos, is think long term. Okay. The power of leveraging Instagram allows for fast, scalable product launches, which can make or break your brand if not done properly. Today's consumer, while brand aware, loyal, and trusting, can and will turn on you the minute you neglect, disrespect, or ignore their issues that some might have with your product or service. It's essential that you react and respond to your potential customers, clients, leads, and influencers in the most professional and positive manner at all times. That one email, direct message, or comment that can be screenshotted and used against your positive momentum will happen. Trust me, I've seen it. So just, keep everything positive and professional. Treat every customer like they are your first customer. Rectify any situations that come up where you find an unhappy customer and ensure they leave satisfied, even if that means refunding their money. Keep the peace and your brand will flourish month after month and year after year. Marketing your new business, product, or service can seem like a daunting task, but Instagram can make it easy. Sure, it will take work on your part, but it will pay off. Trust me. Be proud of your company, do the research, and start networking. Instagram has proven to be vital for brand promotion, and users are always eager for collaboration with others. Their followers will be introduced to your company and products and vice versa. Instagram is all about networking and utilizing the tools such as hashtags that draw people to specific content. Next time your company plans to launch a product, be sure to utilize Instagram. Sign up to my brand new InstaWealth growth system. Follow these 10 steps for launching your product on Instagram and watch your followers and sales increase just like Boosted Shades did.